some positivity to roll us in to Freyas. You ready to go?
We are good to go.
All right, then it is time for the second in this breathtaking duology of runs. We have FreyasSpirit running Super Metroid. I'm sorry, I've just noticed the category says A button challenge, and I am so excited to learn what that means. Take it away.
Hi, we are Freyas, and we're going to bring you the A button challenge. Basically, we're going to press, how many times do you have to press jump to beat the game? And turns out that the answer is once. We are going to press the jump button once and hold it the entire game. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, jump, go. So the goal of this game is very simple. First, we need to blow up a space station, and then we need to blow up a planet. We just got to see one planet blown up in Metroid Dread. And life advice, if you want to keep your planet, don't let Samus near it. What about half A press? This is a half A press. We're just going to hold it the entire game. The Mario 64 A button challenge is where we got the idea for this run. And since then, we've just taken it away, and it's our run. And we just love it. So here we're going to get pooped by Ridley's tail 5 times to get under 30 HP, the fastest transition. And so you notice that when I head backwards, we're actually going to jump. So every jump is a full height jump with a back buffer jump. We're going to be holding jump. We're going to press the direction that we're not facing, and then we're going to do a full height jump. So the downside of this category is it gives us very little control over our jumps. Normally the goal for Series Station is to get a better time than Task Spot, but in this category we just can't. Fortunately, we get to do a slow jump up in this room. And there we go. Space station successfully blown up. Now we just have a planet to blow up, and we're done with the game.
So while you're heading down to the planet, do you mind if I tell the good folks about the incentive we got coming up at the end here?
Go for it.
All right, so as is tradition, we have a donation incentive for the fate of the animals, the Edecoons and the other ones whose name I always forget. Except, as is not tradition, we have broken the binary. And it is save the animals, kill the animals, but we also have pet the animals, which is currently leading 151 to 66 for save, and we have taunt the animals, which the description is: during the escape sequence, go to the door of the animal chamber, look at it but do not open it, leaving the animals alone to perish. Which is the most metal way to describe something that I don't think anybody wants to have happen. But you guys have, according to them, till the final boss to get those donations in, to hilt the fate of these beasts. Like I say right now, pet the animals is in the lead, but still got some time.
So one little hack that we've always wanted to make is to be able to save the Decora but kill the Edecoons.
What? What did the Edecoons do to you?
When we were a kid, the Edecoons failed to teach us how to wall jump.
Yeah, that's fair.
We got stuck down in that pit and had to bomb jump out.
I'll give you that one.
We might have even restarted our file once. That's a very mean pit to lock people into.
Yeah, they can climb. They'll find their way out.
They made it all the way almost to the surface. They're good. So one thing that you'll notice is that when we're holding angle down, we can actually turn around without jumping. That's the only way for us to turn around without jumping. There's all sorts of very interesting movement tech in this run.
So explain to me how you're jumping without hitting the jump button here. Is this just the half presses thing they mentioned in chat?
We are standing still and pressing on the D-pad away from the direction that we're facing, and that will make us jump.
Oh.
It's a thing which makes this category possible at all. It's a very weird mechanic. We have no idea why they even added it. But it's in here, so we're using it.
The Air Force just knew.
When we got the idea from Twitch Plays Super Metroid, that was the main way. That was the most easiest to control jump for Twitch Plays.
Yeah, I can imagine. Also want to call out your I don't remember this suit from is this which one is this?
This is Trans Samus. Three
So
trans-colored
you mean Samus? Oh wait, there's more. The other ones are gonna be colored as well.
Yeah, unfortunately we forgot who made it, but somebody made this and it's lovely.
Well, there you go. You heard it here, folks. Heard it here, folks first. You heard it here, folks first. Samus Aran is a trans icon. I actually think that was a rumor that got started a few years ago.
So next up is for us to get our bombs and head down to super missiles, and we basically need to kill the 4 main bosses and then go into Torian and fight Mother Brain to blow up the planet. There are 2 main route divergences between this and the regular any % run. And during practice we went the wrong way both times, but this time we have our splits up, so fingers crossed for going the right direction. So now we just need to head to Brinstar, and coming up, the next major trick is going to be cool, very cool. One of our favorites in the run. One of the neat things is that the community just kind of recognized this run as ours, and occasionally they would get like just some inspiration for things that could save us. And so like once every few months we'd just get added in the Discord with, hey, you should try this for half A press.
It's adorable. So nice to see friends supporting the questionable decisions of queer people.
So there's one person who suggested that we do half A press 1-hit KO.
Not sure that person is a friend.
And we are definitely curious to try it. We'd probably want to try it with save states first, but it's kind of on our maybe to-do list eventually.
Well, hey, next event.
That was a 50-50 missile. So here's a really neat trick. Being able to mock ball without jumping. Mock ball is known as fast morph ball, and it's going to let us squeeze under here to get some early super missiles.
Oh, that looked so good.
We are a bit concerned that the gate is already closed. We have a feeling that we're going too slowly. There we go.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, I said during the last run that it was, you know, actually making me feel better about my skill in the relevant game. This is showing me how far I have to go.
The movement-wise, this is one of maybe the hardest 2D game out there. One of the things that makes this such an amazing speed game is that there's about 60 different horizontal speeds that you can have.
What?
As you're holding the dash button, you will accelerate every frame.
Oh.
And that has to be one of the things that just makes this amazing speed game, because just that alone gives you so much to manage.
Man. I thought I was a cool kid for managing to get that one wrong side gate.
So here's our charge beam. Very, very important item. Getting that is gonna save us so much ammo. And coming up is a major decision point. Do you go up the red tower or down? To Fantoon or to Kraid? And in this run, we have to go down. It would theoretically be possible to go up. If we were tasking this category, we'd probably go up. But the tricks are just unreasonably hard to do for humans.
You like that at no point does it enter the conversation to go up to Spore Spawn.
No, we got those early supers. We can skip the DLC boss.
Yeah, Silvermoon in chat says, when Samus gets the gravity suit and can move freely in water, does that make her gender fluid Samus? And
Heck yes.
yes, the original developer name for the lava that you get in Norfair was in fact gender fluid.
Three route divergences. The first difference is that we're going to pick up on super early high jump boots.
Well, you got to make every jump count.
It would technically be possible to do Kraid without it, but we'd have to bomb jump into Kraid, and we'd also have to bomb jump during the boss fight. And that just sounds unpleasant.
Yeah. Yeah, it really does. Kraid is really one of the points in every game in which he appears where I'm just like, yep, that is the difference between me and a speedrunner. Like me being a very enthusiastic but decidedly casual Metroid player.
Unfortunately, we never learned how to do the Kraid quick kill properly in this category. So we just do a Kraid slow kill.
Well, yeah, because the jump restriction would make it a little different, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we imagined that this was actually added as a actual category on the extensions recently, so we don't know what people have actually done with it. But we imagine once somebody tries to take this category seriously, they'll figure out all sorts of interesting setups like that.
And after this showcase, I'm looking forward to it.
So with that, we can enter Kraid the intended way with high jump boots.
So while we're going through Craze, is there anything special you want to point out, or is it cool if I do a read?
Donate, go for it.
All right. So probably should have prepared one before I asked that. You know what? They showed up a little bit ago, so let's talk a little bit more about how the Trevor Project is the world's largest suicide prevention and mental health organization for the LGBTQ young people. The young people. The organization works to save young lives by providing support through free and confidential suicide prevention and crisis intervention programs on platforms where young people spend their time. Their 24/7 phone lifeline, chat, and text. They also run Trevor Space, the world's largest safe space social networking site for LGBT youth, and operate innovative education, research, and advocacy programs. Every donation that you guys make during this event goes directly to the Trevor Project. Their work is incredible, and you know, every year we build up a little bit more, and it just warms my heart.
That was a good crate fight.
That was a very good crane fight. Perfectly timed, too.
So with the various suit, we'll be able to go through Norfair and get our wave beam and speed booster. But the first bit of route divergence, we're gonna grab Ice Beam first and use Ice Beam to scale Bubble Mountain. The rooms with spikes on the floor and ceiling like this are quite annoying in this category.
I imagine it loses way too much time to turn off high jump.
We never thought about doing that. We're not sure how much that would actually help. The real trick is just doing a damage boost off of the ceiling spikes.
Okay, so I'm trying to look at this, this new suit you got here. So, are these all variations on Trans Pride theme?
Yes.
All right. Oh, yep. Nope. There's the pink in the core. I don't want this color set up for Smash now.
So learning how to do mock balls in this category made scaling Bubble Mountain so much easier. And we're so grateful for whoever it was that pointed out that to us a long time ago. This is going to be our second last mock ball in the game, Fast Morph Ball. And we're going to use it to dive under a gate that we're not supposed to be going under yet.
Someone, Trinity in the Credity in the chat just pointed out that it should say estrogen tanks on this with this visuals.
Normally we do have a hack that changes its estrogen tank, but we never set it up for half A press. There we go. Normally we run with Trans Samus suits, a rainbow colored beam, and estrogen tank.
Incredible. Oh, a fun little thing just happened while you were out of, you were getting out of the crate segment. LM Motas just gifted you and several other people subs.
Yee!
And I believe those are also going into the Trevor Project.
Yep.
And good on you for that. And as a little bit of extra bonus, if helping out the Trevor Project isn't quite putting you over the edge, there are a lot of other things that you can put your donations towards when you donate, sort of a twofer. So we have the Fate of the Animals bid, currently still 151 on Pet and 66 on Save. Glad to see we have no Super Metroid speedrunners actually in the chat, or else Kill would be at least $30 higher. But you also have, we met Hollow Knight as a bonus game, so our next ones would be, looks like we are 81%, 81 out of $100 of the way to unlocking challenge number 3 for the Fashion Police Squad, which is allegedly a good crowd-pleasing incentive as it requires a ridiculous amount of precision and focus. So that's for Fashion Police Squad, which is coming up in, after Hollow Knight. And we also have a lot for down the line. Dungeons of Dreadmore, you can choose the hero's gender. Costume Quest, you can choose the main character. And looking a bit further down the line, we have some bonus tables getting unlocked for Zaccaria Pinball tomorrow. And of course, in Sonic Adventure, you can make him run Big Story. So if you guys like fishing. All right, so where are we headed now?
We are headed to Speed Booster. We think this is an interesting room. We have to intentionally open this door to get a better waiver bounce. And we think, yeah, so we have to open it after the waiver hits it the first time, but before it hits it the second time to get the proper bounce. As far as we're aware, this is the only time that we've ever seen anybody intentionally open a door to go faster.
Well, this is a first time for everything. Oh, there it is.
It's a really, really cool strat, and we're so glad for it because going the long way is really painful, especially for our health.
Yes, Manic Ascendant, we would, I believe, say that Samus's color scheme is variable. I love a pun, I gotta give you props for that.
So we need to refill to full health here because the next trick is a bomb jump, only we start off spikes. So we need to, it often takes us many tries to get it set up. And so we'd really like as much health as possible. It's a fun little damage boost that we managed to get into practice here. So let's see if we can pull it off again. Nope. Very difficult. We were kind of amazed that we even got it in practice. And now here are the spikes that we need to do a bomb jump off of. You're gonna back jump up for a jump and then start a mid-air bomb jump. There we go.
What?
When we were first learning the category, it was quite a thing to actually get that running properly.
I'd say it's still quite a thing. Of course, I hadn't seen it before, but that's really a thing.
So the final bit of route divergence from any percent is that we're going straight to Crocomire, everybody's favorite 8-eye melty monster. And we need grapple to do the Zebetite skip at the end of the game, which is one of the most fascinating dependencies we've ever found in any category. Basically, somebody from the community pointed out, "Hey, you can Zeb skip like that," and we got incredibly excited and learned it.
Oh, we are getting raided. Hello, friends from and with Jal. I suppose I should introduce y'all since you're new here. This is Power Up with Pride 23. We are benefiting the Trevor Project, and you can donate with this thing I'm about to throw into the chat. This is somebody beating Super Metroid without jumping normally.
So for a long time, there was an open question in the community. Does Crocomire actually have 8 eyes? Because you can only see 4 of them.
Oh, don't do my boy like that.
And then we found the answer. In the instruction manual, it shows the other side of Croc's face. And we were able to confirm that yes, Croc does have 8 eyes, canonically.
I mean, you knew from the game that he at least had 8 eye sockets because you see him turn the other way.
Do you?
Yeah, you see the skull when he's facing to the right.
I guess that makes sense.
Doesn't necessarily translate to the number of eyes, but seems plausible. All right, so while we wait for this cutscene to play out, we have a donation, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
All right, so this one comes from Renton. It is $50. Thank you very much. It says, hey, gotta throw some cash to my younger trans brothers and sisters help network. I know personally how hard it can be to transition, and we're at a point where every tiny thing helps. Seeing FreyasSpirit doing Metroid is always a fun, sweet time. I remember seeing them talk shop about Metroid task things in a YouTube video. The title of I cannot remember for the life of me was the first time I encountered them. Much love from Sweden. Thank you very much, and it is true. Every little bit truly does help at the best of times, and this is not those. But seeing you guys all come together for this, it is an outpouring of queer joy that is much needed in these times.
Let's see if we can pull off this trick. We got it! We actually got it!
Yo!
That was so the way that we came up with that was a friend was playing a rando and just kind of randomly shine sparked there, and then because that friend is very good at the game, immediately just you chained that into a deboost, and we're like, wait, that can be used for half A press.
Unbelievable. All right,
so that's the trick to finding out new things about the game. Just always be taking advantage of opportunities that come.
There you go. It really is that easy to start up your own thing. You watch, you learn, you talk.
That last donation reminded us of memories from when we commentated for TaskBot. And like that is one of our favorite speedrunning memories, and it's so nice to take a trip down memory lane.
Man,
so long ago, but the memories still stick with us.
TaskBot pulls off some insane stuff, especially in older games like this.
Unfortunately, TaskBot cannot play Super Metroid really well at all.
Really? That surprises me.
They're So Super Nintendos have two clocks running independently. One for the audio and one for the main CPU. And Super Metroid waits for the door transition to go until the audio queue is empty. So Super Nintendos are non-deterministic, and Super Metroid brings out the worst of that non-determinism.
Wild. God,
so we're never really gonna get Super Metroid TaskBot.
Audio channels just make everything weird in low, systems where they are meaningfully limited.
We have a running gag for whenever we do series on a normal run that our goal is to get a better time than TaskBot. And the reason for that is because in order to make it work with that, in order to get it to sync, they did a lot of awful stuff, which really slowed down the run. So it's actually
Oh.
fairly easy to beat Taskbot's time.
Well, there you go. The folks at home, there's your intro gate to speedrunning if you want to try and beat the tasks in Super Metroid and the station escape. There's your in.
This is a great speed game if you want us to get started. It's very punishing at a high level, but it's very, very gentle at a low level. In Mario, if you fall into a pit, you die and you have to restart the level. In Super Metroid, if you fall into a pit, you just jump back up and lose a few seconds.
I can testify to that personally. I got really into SM Rando a while back and started learning some speed tricks for that, and it was super fun, challenging, but not punishing.
Randos are how we started and how so many people started. It's just such a great way to get into a speed game. The best thing about randos is that every run isn't a reset run. So we've successfully gone every way that we're supposed to go, including getting that E-Tank, which we missed more often than anything else, so...
Oh, good.
We are doing wonderfully.
So where is our next destination?
We are going to be killing everybody's favorite one-eyed monster, Phantoon, for the gravity suit.
Ooh. And then probably from there to Meridian Dragon, right?
Yes. And then to Lower Norfair, so we can kill a space pelican.
Those darn space pelicans, someone's gotta.
So coming up is a Hellway, and that is a very not fun room.
Always forget
It's a
it's
room with
called
spikes
that.
on the floor and ceiling, which just make it really awkward in this category, so hopefully we can get all of our damage boosts. And straight into the Samus Eater.
Oof.
Into another one, but we're making progress.
We do
Wow.
not love to see a Rafflesia with teeth.
Every once in a while you go, wow, that worked, and it's delightful. It is technically possible to do these, get up here with horizontal shine sparks, but we never managed to quite get them consistently. And we're not sure if the hack that we made even does it proper, it handles horizontal shine sparks properly. So, but luckily we just have the grapple beam.
Oh. Ooh. Yeah, I'm starting to see it now that I know the since we've had some people join and it's been a little time. Do you want to run us through the precise meaning of the A button challenge here to explain why you were straight up jumps seem challenging?
Yes, so the goal of the A button challenge is what is the minimum number of times you can press jump to beat the game? And the answer is once. You press jump in the first frame of the game, and you hold it for the entire game. And the way that we jump is we hit back while standing still, and then we will do a backwards full height jump. So our ability to jump is very hindered. Like you'll see us jump over this. We automatically do a full height jump. But honestly, it's kind of amazing that this even works. We got the idea from this category from Twitch Plays Metroid, where that was the easiest way to control jumps. So for Phantoon, we're going to do a technique called Dopplering. We're going to be running towards Phantoon while firing regular missiles to make Phantoon stay on screen for longer. Decent. We're going for a 3-round. And we think we're on pace to maybe slightly under pace for it. Ah. Okay, now we're not at pace anymore. But we're gonna go for it anyway.
Probably the most tense moment for me with the stream delay on the visuals, but not on your reactions to what happens.
We got it.
Nice.
That shows just how much leeway there is to get a 3-round. So next we just need to get our gravity suit.
Someone else
Grab a
said
stack of hermetically sealed pancakes, and then you can swim.
Oh god, they are.
And the attic is going to be much easier because we have all these extra beams. The final ammo upgrade for the game.
So why this one? Is it just the easiest to get?
Yeah, it's right on the way.
And is there some reason that you need the extra 5? I think it's 5,
Mother
right?
Brain 1. Mother Brain 1 has to be killed with ammo.
Huh. Explains a few things about some of my past attempts.
The world record route actually sets up Mother Brain 1 so that you can't skips an ammo pack, which means that they have exactly the ammo you need for Mother Brain 1. You can't miss a single shot or your run is dead. And there have been world records that have been lost to Mother Brain 1.
Oh. Mother loves nothing more than ruining somebody's time.
And during Mother Brain 1, there's turrets that are shooting projectiles that can just eat your shots. It's kind of one of the parts of those runs where everybody learns the hard way the exact details of those projectiles.
Yeah, the donuts of death. Now that's interesting. So you can't do the input jump while you're in, or no, you just can't. I was looking at you bomb jumping up that ledge, and I was thinking like, oh, so you can't input jump when you're in morph ball. You can't jump until you have spring ball. Man, I have been spoiled by later era Metroid games. Getting my roots. Well, now it's time for walkies.
Bowling. One of the things that we love about what the community's done for this game, every single room in the game has a name.
That was something I learned doing the SM rando phase, and my favorite was the worst room in the game, because as soon as I read that, I knew which room they were talking about.
So here we go, gravity suit, and now we're straight onto Dragon.
Hermetically sealed pancakes, that's gonna... Oh, yo, that's just like a... I love this color scheme. This is so good. It's like a tinted or like a remastered fusion suit almost.
Palettes are so good.
Semigretz says every room has a name. Ah, so Super Metroid is a La Mulana-like. You know, I'll give you that.
We need to patch that as a header with all room names. So there already is a hack, which names each room and puts it into the HUD on the top.
Oh, that's cute.
That would be entirely possible to add.
Yeah, there's some space up there. Not a lot by the time you get all the upgrades, but you can find some. The Gravitran suit, yeah, that's the one.
There we go. We do not like that room in this category at all.
I'm gonna do you one better. I just do not like that room. I take the coward strat of just turning off high jump and praying.
One of the more interesting strats we've seen there that actually can be useful for this category is just bomb jumping across the platforms.
Huh. Huh. That had never occurred to me.
So in this room, there's one tile near the top left of the tube, and once the power bomb touches that tile, you can blow it up by pressing an input.
Huh. The more you know.
Space pirates really like to leave one weak point in everything.
They really do. It's a whole problem. I think we get some insight in the Prime series that to me kind of implies that it's like not so much a design choice as, you know, it's they keep making these hefty demands of their engineers, so they have to cut corners to meet time. Which really I think
to make it work.
I think the next game should be you have to unionize the space pirates.
Okay, so here we want to take a safety save because there are some instant death pits coming up. So fingers crossed that we can just dodge the instant death pits entirely. So you know that feeling where you're doing a marathon run where like you haven't run it in a while and you're just kind of going, I hope I go the right direction. I hope I go the right direction every time.
Have you been going the right direction?
To an astounding degree.
Yeah, there you go.
And there's a safe spot here on Botwoon. We could just stand in the corner, go grab dinner, and Botwoon will still be just orbiting.
Botwoon might be the only boss that takes quite as much disrespect as Spore Spawn.
Botwoon's hitbox is awful. And there's some additional stuff on Botwoon where we once lost a PB pace run to getting double hit by Botwoon.
Oh no.
And we just posted in the SM Discord and we're like, what happened? We were legitimately confused that could even happen.
Oh, is this just a faster way of like War Wasp farming?
No, in this case, the sand pits are really awful to navigate in half A press, so we don't want to fall into the sand pit, which is why we're doing it like that.
Yeah, that's
It's definitely slower to farm this way.
That's understandable. I was thinking it might have been faster just because you're not waiting for them to fly up, but...
Okay, one Metroid climb successful. If we don't get the Metroids, we have to bomb jump, so... Here's to hoping that we can lure them all. Oh, dude! Oh no. That is an instant death pit. We were doing a turning animation, which caused us to fall to the bottom of the sand pit.
Oh.
And dead.
Oof. So how far back is that gonna set you? I don't...
Just before Botwoon.
Okay, that's not that bad. And you know, while we're catching up, I can see if oh, we've had a couple of donations come in. With your leave.
Go for it.
Oh, sick. Okay, so non-binary code donates $19 because inexplicably my brain isn't supplying me with terrible puns. Don't worry, chat's got you covered. So I guess I'll do another haiku. Power up with pride. This line 7 syllables. And of course, trans rights. Heart. P.S. I think that meets the current Fashion Police Squad incentive, and let me check. Indeed it does. Challenge number 3 for Fashion Police Squad coming up after Hollow Knight has been met, so that's going to be a fun little extra level there. Oh, and somebody has well, I guess I say somebody like I can't just look and see who. Oh my. Hey, we got time for another donation?
We do.
All right, because Hitman Lionhouse just dropped $200. Can we get some hype for that in the chat? And says, super happy to support such a wonderful cause, and getting to watch these excellent speedruns is a treat. Trans rights are human rights. Heart. Thank you so much for that, Hitman Lionhouse. Love lions, got to be one of my favorite genders. Sadly, not one of my favorite lion houses, although maybe it is, because there was a lion house here in Chicago that was, like, haunted, and I love that. But, you know, I've never experienced a lion house in Pittman, so maybe since they rebuilt the Chicago one, maybe that's going to be maybe that's a contender now.
So we did not farm for super missiles, so we're going to be attempting a grapple kill.
Oh, I love the grapple kill.
As a kid, we didn't even know that you could shoot her. We thought the grapple kill was the only way.
Yeah, same for a while. Then once I learned you could, I decided it was the only way that mattered.
The tricky thing here is that Dragon is every tail slap is gonna you get a tail slap on average every 4 seconds, every 256 frames, and we can't survive that many tail slaps because of our low health. So we're not gonna go for any quick grapple kill at all. We're just gonna get grabbed and hope that we don't get slapped too many times. 1 in 256 chance every frame, and we're going. It's good so far.
There's one. There's two. Oh,
That
got
is
it
a very
before
good
3.
shrimp.
Yeah, it's a. Just call it a good shrimp.
Dead shrimp.
Dead shrimp. Ah, yes, it's much more dead than it is good.
And space jump is absolutely completely useless to us. So we're gonna bomb jump out of here and just continue on. So that is 1 out of 3 instant death pits down. The second is going back across the Coliseum. And then the third is a silly little room.
Yeah, you can't input jump in air, huh? So you have to be standing still.
So
how-
definite need for a save here. Go on.
I was just gonna ask, how long have you been working on this category?
We think we worked on it for a couple of years, and then we just have completely stopped speedrunning. Basically, at this point, we only speedrun for like this marathon.
Well, we are happy to have you. Oh no.
There we go.
Yeah, we got some proverbial Fs in chat for Dragon.
Okay, so that is 2 instant death pits down, and we do get to the 3rd before we save. Here's another bomb jump off of spikes. This time much safer because we have a lot more effective health with gravity. We worked very hard to reduce the number of bomb jumps required for the run, and we're down to not very many left. One of the final bomb jumps of the game. We think the final one is getting out of Ridley.
Oh.
So at this point, all that's left in the game is to defeat Ridley, and then break into Torian, and then blow up the planet.
Oh, wow. So Motas in chat's asking if Dragon and Fantoon never made sense. Kraid and Ridley are space pirate generals, but Dragon and Fantoon are basically wildlife. Why did they get connected to the statues? I tend to think of it as like they were just outside hires. Like the you know, space pirate was looking for new management, and they only had the 2 in the company, and so they decided to go to outsource.
Fantoon's eye is so cute. You can't say no to that.
Exactly. It's just got that. It's got that puppy dog eye. Fantoon and Dragon are Temps having a really bad day.
This is another neat room where we worked out basically all of the bomb jumps required.
All right. And this is plasma beam, right?
This is plasma beam.
All right. Oh, Risaru is raiding with a party of 8. Hello, raiders. Welcome. We are Power Up with Pride. And this is FreyasSpirit running Super Metroid without, well, not so much without pressing the A button. So my understanding is you are never not pressing the A button.
Yep.
But without jumping with the A button, which has led to some very interesting movement tech.
And now we need to shine spark up here. One of the most terrifying parts of the run coming up. The final instant death pit.
If I'm reading that correctly, you had to short charge that shine spark, right?
Yes.
Still not super great at gauging that one. I never got it to work myself.
It's a trick which takes quite a bit of time to learn. And the best players in the world can do ridiculous short charges.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so the sand right here in the next room is the last instant death pit. We need to be super careful here.
All right, gamers, give them your energy.
Sad whenever we just lose a run here. Okay, last jump, and this should be it. Yep, and now we're clear to just roll underneath.
Yeah. There it is. So no more instant death pits. What? You're gonna have a... I'm trying to think of what's gonna be... I didn't know that was there. That little secret little pipe up the side of the... I had no idea you could do that.
As this kid, we all said that there's a normal way to exit Meridia.
This game is a... Oh no, I mean the one to get out of the sand pit.
Ah.
Like, this game has so much little detail in it, so many secrets to keep discovering forever. I love it so much. Like the crystal flash. I didn't know about that for... I mean, I didn't know about that until I saw someone do it in GDQ.
The crystal flash is something that after you've beaten the game once, in the demos on the title screen, it'll show you it in a fourth set of demos.
Oh, really?
It'll show you it'll show you that crystal flashing exists and that you can bomb jump.
Huh.
It won't quite show you how, but it will tell you that you can do it.
Bomb jumping is one of those things that I kind of always take for granted in Metroid. Like, it never occurred to me you wouldn't know to bomb jump, but that's because I technically started Metroid with fusion.
This energy recharge is very important. It'll make Lower Norfair much more relaxed.
Oh, we have another raid. Welcome, Purple Mage Claire and Raiders. Get a lot of raids. A lot of people coming from very far away to watch you not press A.
So here's an interesting trick. We're gonna have to gravity jump up here. And to do that, we have to press jump. Try to press jump in the last frame before we pause. There's a fade-in delay, so... And then we're gonna unequip the gravity suit. That's too early. That's good. We heard the jump start. So because we can't wall jump, there's not very many frames that we can do that actually get us up there.
Yo. Oh, whoa, I missed a raid. Dangerous. That was a name that didn't come together until I said it aloud. Dangerous and Raiders, welcome. This is Power Up with Pride 2023. This is Benefiting the Trevor Project. And this is the A Button Challenge in Super Metroid, being run by its progenitor and, dare I say, current master? I haven't checked the leaderboards.
We have not checked the leaderboards. When it was added, the person who got it added gave us a chance to submit ours first, which is very nice of them.
Aww.
And we haven't looked since.
Do you want me to check?
Yes, please.
All right. Let's see. Said it was under category extensions, right?
Yes.
All right. Oh my god, there are so many.
The category name is hold jump on there.
Hold jump. Yep, you are still on top by like 10 minutes too.
Ooh, are there only 2 times on there still?
3. Your record is 1 hour 20 and 13 seconds. Next is the Squirrel Nest, stellar name, which is 1 hour 30 and 16 seconds. And then DMC Sparta, shoutouts to Brazil, and also Devil May Cry, I guess, with 2 hours 10 minutes. And interestingly, each one of you seems to have played on a different platform.
So, knowing that 120 actually is our PB, we're on world record pace.
Oh, y'all hear that? Oh, man.
We're on world record pace by a solid 100 seconds. Even with that death.
Oh, I hadn't dared to ask before. 'Cause now it's on. Now the hype is on.
Basically, we've only really run this in marathon and never grinded it, which means there's lots of space for marathon PBs. We were looking at our splits going, we're not sure that our settings are correct, but no, our settings are correct.
So how much longer, assuming you stay on this pace, how much longer you think it's gonna be for we have to close that that donation incentive here?
Let's see, probably a solid 15 minutes.
All right, folks. Well, if you want to do anything other than pet the animals, which why would you? But on the off chance you do, we've had a lot of raiders come in. Maybe some of you guys are avid Super Metroid speedrunners and you just want those animals gone. We have the bid incentive that's still going to be up until, I believe he said until Mother Brain is down.
Yep.
So, currently, Pet the Animals is in the lead, since we don't believe in binaries here. And Save the Animals is runner-up by a comfortable margin. If there's one thing I've learned from watching these speedrunning events, it is that it is never too late to change anything.
We're gonna farm to full health, just because we don't want to die to Ridley.
And while you're doing that, do you want to, since we've had so many new people come in, do you want to explain the A button challenge one last time in the way that I'm trying to wrap my head around, but only you can?
Yes, so we're pressing jump once on the first frame of the game, and they're just holding jump the entire time. The challenge is how many times do you need to press A to complete the game? And the answer is once, and you just hold it the entire game.
And so because of that,
here.
Oh,
20 shots to kill Ridley.
20 shots. All charged?
All charged. Uncharged shots will not damage Ridley.
No missiles, though.
We could use missiles, but it just doesn't make any sense to.
Fair enough. But yeah, so to elaborate while you're dealing with the pogoing pelican here, no A button presses. You can, has been noted in chat, you can oh my, okay. I'm just gonna save this because Glitch Cat is raiding with a party of 33. Welcome, raiders. Welcome the illustrious Glitch Cat. And yeah, welcome to Power Up with Pride 2023. Welcome to Super Metroid, the A button challenge, being run by FreyasSpirit. As we were just explaining, they wondered how many times you had to press the A button to beat Super Metroid, and the answer is exactly once, and you never stop pressing it. So as a result, all of these beautiful calculated jumps that you were seeing from them, that sounded sarcastic, but it isn't, are done by input. While they are standing still, you can hit back on the D-pad, and you will jump at full height, and you cannot control this. So this means things like wall jump are out, space jump are out, the grapple beam wall jumps are out, but those only really matter in, you know, the pre and post Dragon world. And a lot of move tech has had to get real interesting. And as one more thing to kind of stir up hype, I am going to, nope, two more things, because as Trainer has pointed out, the bid war for saving or killing the animals is still on, and because this is Power Up with Pride, and we do not believe in gender binaries, or any binaries really, we also have pet and kill the animals. Pet is currently in the lead. And as we discovered a few minutes ago, Freyas is on world record pace for this category extension. So, let's go.
Yeah. We probably should just kill those.
Oh, the key
We're getting
hunter.
greedy because of the pace.
Oh, pet and taunt. I think I might have said something wrong. Yeah, so the dono incentive going to be up for a few more minutes through the final boss is it's save kill and then pet and taunt. Taunt being where you run up, you look at the door, and you don't open it. Or, you know, if you ask my cat, it's whenever we walk into the kitchen and don't give her food. You are getting courageous with some of this lava here.
We have so many E-tanks. May as well put them to use. And this is, for anybody who wants to try this, this is just a really, really fun category. We made a little hack for it that'll just hold jump the whole time, and...
Oh, okay, so somebody did bring this up. So you are not physically holding down the button the entire hour plus of this run?
No.
Okay.
The first person who tried to run this category... Well, one person just held it down on an emulator. Another person actually taped the button down.
Remember, folks, take care of yourself.
We thought it would
Whatever
be way easier just to make a software hack.
Yeah, probably is. At least once you've done it. Also, hello, Expo Dragon and Raiding Party. So many people are coming to... I said it before, but so many people are coming to watch you not press A.
These health pickups are actually really good.
Yeah, looks like you could... Samus is running a little low on the E. And I've been through Zeebs many times, and I've never seen a pharmacy.
Gotta get more of those estrogen tanks.
Yep. Truly a lifeline for us trans women.
Good. Plasma can very easily double hit this, which would kill it.
So you're just beelining for Turian now, right?
Yep.
Since we got Ritters, got everybody else. That Shine Spark is so cool.
And we're gonna take a round of farming these bugs for the extra health. And we're just gonna be a bit careful in the first Metroid room.
Yeah, the chat is saying to don't let yourself run out of E. It's not good. It's true, and I'm gonna take this as a little opportunity. Make sure everybody's got your meds up to date. It's important. Personally, I've literally more E than I know what to do with because they double refilled me at one point, and that's just kept rolling over because I'm too lazy to fix it.
It's always good to have backups in case something goes wrong with the supply.
That's true.
So we're not sure how accurate exactly our splits are, but if they are accurate, we are still on world record pace. But we're probably going to only be on world record pace for about 30 or 40 seconds.
Hey, I mean that's I just saw the beautiful blue ship. I mean, yeah, 30 seconds is still, that's time.
So one thing that's really nice right now is we're at full missiles, which means that the Metroids are going to drop a lot more health.
Oh, that's helpful. So we have a question in the chat about the pet the animals incentive, which I believe what that means is you will go into the animals room to save them, and then you will use the arm pump to give them little pets. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's so cute. So, as a reminder, since we're coming down on that, still in the lead. But if somebody really wants to ruin some animals' days, or you just, submit them to the horrible fate of not being pet. Check to make sure I didn't upset my cat by saying that. There is still a little bit of time because Pet is comfortably in the lead, but not untenably.
They might get fewer pets depending on the pace that we're at.
How great would that be if world record includes not only saving but petting the animals?
That would be amazing.
All right, chat. We give Freya's all of your energy.
Oh no. Okay, good. We shot off too many of those supers into the air. Oh no. So especially for people going for world record attempts, there's so many world record attempts that just end because you get bad Metroid drop RNG.
Yeah, these Metroids, they're not here to play.
Our very first Power with Pride run was a race of any percent in Super Metroid, and we got really bad RNG, so that was the end of our run.
Oh no.
Or not the end of our run, but
end of your standings.
Yep. We were a bit behind. We were a bit behind, and we took some risk with the Metroids, and it didn't pay off.
Hey, Freyas, where did the Metroid go on those Metroids in that last room?
The Metroid go on the Metroids?
That might have been a product of stream, but it looked like their domes were just not there.
Oh. It might be 30 FPS and flashing.
All right, do you mind if I sneak in another dono while we got this cutscene here?
Skip.
From, all right, so we got $10 from Purple Mage Claire. Says, Happy Pride Month and good luck to all the runners. This donation is going towards Devil Riders in Sicaria Pinball and trying to ride the big wheel.
Because on the top of the boneless Metroids,
all Metroids are boneless. Oh no, they have teeth.
Who here would want to try Metroid sushi?
Want to know, but I would.
So the last major trick of this run is jumpless Zeb skip. Where grapple beam is we're gonna get ourselves set up for Zeb skip, and we're gonna use grapple beam to teleport ourselves up. And we can easily die to Mother Brain, so we're gonna take a safety save first.
Yeah, I'm with Ned on this one. I think, sorry, I'm really stuck on this sushi question. I feel like you couldn't use the larval forms. You'd have to, because like there's barely anything there. They look super jelly for most of them. And that part looks like it would either just pop when you try to slice it for the rice, or like it would, I think you'd have to use like one of the older forms.
In practice, we got this first try. This could easily be the end of the world record pace.
Oh no.
Metroid Boba?
Metroid
We'd try
Boba.
Metroid in any form. Absolutely, they could be more pets.
I think that is the silver lining to this, that
It's such a shame. We actually got this first try in practice.
So what you're actually trying to do here is you're trying to get clipped through the wall, right?
Yes.
Okay. Trying to get hit by a donut at just the right time.
Oh no. Okay, so what we keep switching item switching before we actually shoot. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. She says like I'm not on a 5-second stream delay and couldn't see it happening. Oh, and because you never break that first one, the others never spawn?
Oh no. Please tell us that we didn't just miss too many. Okay. All the extra missiles that we have paid off there. "20 shots will do it."
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh no.
Oh no?
Yeah, we tanked a ketchup beam.
Oh.
That's where the extra E-tank that we didn't forget this time paid off.
Hey, there we
This is your
go.
last chance for save and kill the animals. By the end of this cutscene. By the end of the cutscene, we're basically going to need to know the answer.
F5ing like mad. Will there be an angel upset? Oh? Thought there was a change, but that's just because I can't math.
So, like, for a Metroid's taste bud, what do you think that Metroids have favorite foods?
Again, I think this comes down to, I think older life stages probably do, because they have a more conventional eating mechanism than the larva. Nope. Purple Mage Claire is right, it's X-parasites. That's what they were built for.
So it looks like there's no chance of a world record by this point.
But hey, that means we probably get more pets.
That means that we get more pets. Unless somebody wants to very quickly donate for kill and maybe save the world record.
It's all on you guys now. I am refreshing this this tracker as often as seems helpful.
Yeah, no, we think the world record is dead regardless. It's a shame. One trick away from pulling it off. Or if we just hadn't taken that death.
It's always the last one too. All right.
Yeah, we think the nerves were getting to us because we were just hitting the buttons in the wrong order.
Mother is down, Rainbow Beam is up, and the fate of the animals is... All right, chat. If you have accomplished nothing else today, which you all have, you've been here and cute, and donating to Trevor Project, but if you take nothing else from today, you can be proud that you have contributed to the petting of the animals as we round out this run.
Heck yes.
Truly, if we couldn't get a new record, glad that something's good's coming out of this. At least some animals are getting petted.
We're delighted with how this run went.
Yeah, it's been absolutely incredible. Somebody mentioned it before, but like pulling off stuff that is objectively incredibly challenging while also restricting yourselves to a, not to be degrading, but to a meme format. Like, it's impressive. No matter where this comes in, it is an incredible run and an incredible time.
And that's it. The world record is dead.
Long live the world record.
Just knowing that we can get this close to this, it's not a highly optimized world record, but we've other than like 4 runs of this, we haven't played Super Metroid in like a year. So being able to just to pull off anything like this still feels amazing.
All right, chat, get
So we are petting them, right?
Here we are petting the animals. All right, chat, get hype.
Pet.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I've ever tried to pet them in half A press.
Aw.
All the pets go to the Decora. The Edecoons can have a couple. But it's the Decora that we're really petting.
Yeah,
That's about that. New thing learned for us. It is way harder to pet the animals when every time you turn around, Samus tries to jump. And very helpfully, these 4 bomb blocks are removed.
yay. Aw, look at all those little Edecoons in the chat.
And time,
All right.
plus 142 on the world record. Very, very good time.
142 for, and that's the way you're telling it. That's rusty.
Yeah, this is we basically only run this during marathon, so we think our PB is actually in a marathon. It's a fun side category that we just run for fun. And if anybody, and maybe one day we'll try to run one hit KO version of this.
That would
At least
be,
do it once.
that would be truly a sight to behold.
We think we could do it with save states.
Yeah, I'm rooting for you. But for now, GG's. And so where can the good folks find you when you're not flexing on a marathon?
We don't stream to Twitch anymore, so or use any social media really. So.
So you're a marathon
Discord, I guess.
All right. Anything else you want to plug?
Do we wait for the Deer Force or not?
I am trying real hard to stall for the Deer Force.
We're stalling for the Deer Force then.
You're stalling for the Deer Force. Keep talking so they can't take us away from the...
We'll spend a minute giving a plug for Deer Force and this amazing game that they made. They tried to make it super open, and like one of the open debates in the community is how much of the openness was intended. Like, we don't think that RBO was intended. We think suitless lower Norfair was fully intended.
Really?
You can get up there with wall jumps, but we don't think that RBO was intended because the Dragon escape is just a little bit too much.
So what's the cutoff there? Is it just like how much you have to glitch to do that?
Yeah, Dragon requires 2 glitches at once. The Dragon escape. It requires doing a crystal flash to store a blue suit at the end of the fight. And it also requires a grapple jump to get out or an X-ray climb. And we think that 2 chained back-to-back glitches is just more than they actually intended. Whereas entering lower Norfair suitless is just a few wall jumps, which seems entirely intended.
Or at least like allowed, right? Like they must have known.
We imagine they knew.
So what Ian, you mentioned a couple of route differences between this and any percent. If there is such a thing, what is your favorite of the route differences that you had to innovate for this?
The main thing is just the grapple zeb skip. The grapple zeb skip and the mock balls without jumping. Those are our two favorites.
The mock balls without jumping is... mock balls was one of the tricks that I learned when I was doing randomizer, and that's impressive. That's hard enough when you do know exactly what your trajectory is going to be.
So chat, get your deer forces ready.
Get your deer forces ready.
Up on it. Deer force.
Deer force. Hard to judge with the delay.
Another one of our favorite things is that as a kid we thought that in-game time 2 hours was for the best ending, and we always love routes that more closely follow the route that we've used as a kid, and this follows it reasonably closely.
Look at that chat. That is a hype chat if ever. Queer force. That's right. That's who made this one. That's who made that's the Trans Samus skins.
And that has been Super Metroid A-Button Challenge, beating the game only pressing jump once and holding it the entire game. I'll hand it back to you.
And that has been FreyasSpirit. Give it up one more time, folks. They were incredible. And, hey, like they said, marathon exclusive. You're only going to get that here. All right. Well, folks, it's just about time for me, but got a little more time to fill. So, to all you who showed up during that run, let me just tell you why we're here. As soon as I find the blurb. So you are watching Power Up with Pride 2023 here on Twitch. We are running from June 23rd, today, through June 25th for 24 hours a day. And we are benefiting the Trevor Project. To find out more about them, you can find the link to their site in the panels below the stream, or use charity. If you are interested in donating, you can type donate in chat. And remember when you do, that you can put your donation using that helpful little box on the right of the window to one of our wonderful donation incentives. Got a couple coming up for some of these runs. We did hit the bonus challenge for Fashion Police Squad. We did hit the Hollow Knight bonus run. And I will admit that I wasn't paying close enough attention to see if this happened during this past run, but we have hit upgrading the difficulty on the Dungeons of Dreadmore run coming up in a little bit here to Going Rogue. It's also for Dungeons of Dreadmore, you can have the hero's name and gender. Currently, Meta Knight is in the lead for the name, good name, and the gender is set to female, but both of those are at a very competitive $1 if you want to upset or reinforce. You know, just saying. Looking a little bit farther down, looks like somebody threw in $8 to rename Soul Blazer to Violet, the lovely name. We got all kinds of, there's more than I can meaningfully go through here. I'm just going to be holding everything up if I do. But get those donations in and shape fate. Another fun thing to note is that, as Nightbot says, the Yeti has teamed up with Power Up with Pride. You can actually see those shirt designs on the hold screen here. get some guy holding the burger. I'll be honest, I don't know what that's about. Looks like he's peeking out of a EMAC, so more power to him. And we got the Kirby hype, and we got that absolutely beautiful, I believe it's Final Fantasy IV design, all available to Yeti, and as it says there, $5 from every short goes to the Trevor Project, which is the leading national organization providing crisis intervention and suicide prevention services to LGBTQ and other Q youth. You can check them out at thetrevorproject.org to access their services, find out more about their impact, or to donate directly. So I cannot confirm that donating directly will allow you to change Meta Knight's name. All right, folks, it has been a wonderful time. The chat has been cute, and the runs have been jaw-dropping. But all good things must come to an end, and I'm hungry. So, one last time, ladies and gentlemen, friends who are both, and wonderful, joyous people who are neither, thanks very much. You guys have a great marathon, and I am going to leave you in the capable hands of our next host, LM. You know what? You know what? I'm calling it there. Take it away from me, please.
Thank you, and thank you everyone for being here with us for Power Up with Pride 2023, benefiting the Trevor Project. I'm Ella Motos, and I will be hosting the next few games for you. I would like to say you can donate by using !donate in the chat, and check out the schedule using !schedule. We are running all weekend, and if you missed any runs in the marathon so far, you can find them uploaded after the marathon on our YouTube channel.